high, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the sky.
Alright, so I only talk about 3 different things on these videos, and this is what I talk about in my classes. It's just fitness, nutrition, and mindset, and today we're going to be reaching a little bit in the mindset stuff, but I think it's really powerful, really beneficial, really can help you out. So let me just tell you a little story. A while ago, I liked a girl. Now, in every relationship, you have challenges, things happen, and so we've been dating a while. We had a few challenges, and her birthday was coming up, and I decided to do something really nice. I got her this special picture, and I won't tell you exactly what it is, but it was something important to her, something that she would really value. So I decided to just show up as a surprise, right? So I show her some presents, I knock on the door, and the door opens, and it's not her. But it's a guy in a bath towel, not exactly what I was hoping to see. And in that moment, I felt like Jason Bourne. I just saw how this picture could be a weapon, and so I didn't do anything. I ended up leaving. I might have said some negative things through the doorway. But that ended our relationship was done there. And I think most people, you know what? You might be like, oh my gosh, that's so horrible. But most people experience some kind of emotional trauma experience like that. And if you haven't, sadly, you probably will at some point in your life. It's not so uncommon for people to experience emotional pain. Now, okay, so why is that really important for, this is fitness YouTube. Why are we talking about this? Because when it comes to nutrition and when it comes to fitness, what I experience most of the time with my clients is people hold themselves back, right? It's the application that tends to be the most challenging thing. People sabotage themselves. So how does that apply with all of this? Well, I had not just that experience, but I had a lot of other kind of interesting, traumatic, bad experiences growing up. And again, a lot of people have these things. I'm not trying to get you to feel sorry for me. But as a negative response to that, most people don't know this, but I actually struggled with anger to the point of rage. And so what I mean by that is I would get so angry that I felt out of control. I couldn't control what I was going to do, and it was scary. I tried really hard. I didn't know what to do about that. But what happened is I met with somebody once, and they walked me through forgiving all the people that had hurt me in my life. And at first I was like, you know what? I don't need to forgive anyone. I've dealt with this. I kind of just put it in a box and put it aside. I didn't really even think about it that much. But so this person had me go through and forgive every single person in my life. And something really interesting happened. I never struggled with rage again. I get angry, but I wasn't out of control. Instantly, that disappeared out of my life. Now, you might be like, well, I don't struggle with anger. Well, maybe not, but people don't realize a lot of times when they choose not to forgive or deal with situations in their life, they don't realize how it affects them. And a lot of times when people sabotage themselves, it's because of these things in their life that they put in a box and never dealt with. So again, you still might be like, well, is that really me? So let me just ask you this. Here's a way to tell. If you mention a person's name, a place, a time, an experience in your life, an emotion wells up inside of you, then guess what? You probably haven't dealt with that thing. So what do? Here's what I do with my clients. I have them write down every single thing they can think of where somebody has hurt them. Just write a list on a piece of paper. You probably want to get alone and do this. And then I have them go through out loud and say, I forgive this person for, and whatever that thing is. And I have them go down the whole list. Usually 2 things happen. Either they become really numb, stoic, right? Clam up, or they just start bawling uncontrollably. And the goal is not to get you to cry or clam up, but the goal is to release you of this thing that you may not realize could be holding you back from success in a relationship or your career or your fitness, to get rid of that thing that maybe is causing you to sabotage yourself from where you're trying to go. So I have people go down through that whole list, say that out loud, because here's the thing. Forgiveness is not an emotion. It's a choice. It's an action. And so you have to choose to say, to do that. And again, everybody goes through something challenging. In fact, most successful people, and really everybody, we go through trials, we go through hard things, and how we respond to that determines really where we end up. And so if you have things that have happened in your life, and you probably have bad things, you got to choose to forgive. You got to choose to say that, hey, and it may take you a while, and I'm not saying it's easy. I don't know what you've gone through. But the chance to let that go and get free from that to get what you really want, it's so, so worth it. So that's my little challenge for you. Take some time, 5, 10, 20 minutes, write everything down, say out loud that you forgive this person, that time, whatever that was, that experience that happened, and let that go. Because it's not affecting them. You know, you being bitter or angry at them does nothing to them. It only is hurting you. So for yourself, do that thing.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight.